All of this was totally flooded with water, but this was like swamp. It was totally saturated with water that you really couldn't even walk past here.
Dolores Harrington had only dealt with flooding 2 times in the 34 years she lived in her Milwaukee home. The first was over a decade ago, and the water on her basement floors was minimal. And the second time was in August, when water and mud from a record-breaking rainstorm surged through a wall and a basement window, demolishing a segment of her home's cinder block foundation and allowing nearly 4 feet of water to pool on those same basement floors.
It's like a sinkhole. It just dropped in. What you're looking at here is that the water just collapsed the wall. So when the inspector came out and took a look, he said that to repair the basement, it would cost around $60,000. So I called my insurance company, and I thought at least I would get the money from the sub pump being insured.
To Harrington's surprise, none of the $60,000 of damage is covered by her insurance. During the summer storm, Harrington's sump pump malfunctioned and failed to push rising waters back outside. Harrington had recently purchased sump pump coverage, thinking it could protect her in the wake of severe storms. But she hadn't realized that sump pump coverage applied only to non-flood related situations, like a pipe burst or a power outage. Since the water came through a wall and window and her drains were clogged by mud, the damage was not covered. And experts say that this misunderstanding is common. For people who live outside of high-risk flood zones, skipping flood insurance and selecting lower-cost add-ons like sump pump coverage is routine. But those plans can be quite ineffective and narrow for addressing flood damage. Additionally, experts say that flood insurance policies are often under-advertised to residents like Harrington who live in low-risk flood areas. Historically, the National Flood Insurance Program, also known as NFIP, has served as the primary flood insurer for homeowners. Full flood insurance policies are costly, and on average, they can cost between $800 and $1,000 per year, according to FEMA. The NFIP covers up to $250,000 for homes and buildings and up to $100,000 in personal property. But experts detailed that costs can easily exceed that in most severe flood situations. Amid the national government shutdown, funding for the NFIP lapsed, meaning that FEMA can no longer establish or renew flood insurance policies. The funding pause leaves many new homeowners in high-risk flood areas scrambling for protection and could halt the processing of current damage claims. For more on this story, visit the link in our bio or jsonline.com.